Zebra mussels are taking over the world. You have never heard of a zebra mussel, but I'm sure most of you have been on a good fishing trip before, especially in our freshwaters. And if you ever gotten on a good bass hole or crappie hole, you know how much fun it is. You can, as of recent though, our waters and our habitats are greatly declining from the number of a certain filter feeding mollusk known as the zebra mussel. These zebra mussels have taken over such lakes as where it started, such as the Great Lakes of Michigan. Uh, these zebra mussels are native to Russia and came over in the late 80s, mid to late 80s, on a transatlantic ocean or transoceanic vessel. Had some mussels stuck on the side of it, and they eventually spread. Their larva form spread into the Great Lakes. These mollusks are filter feeders, which means that they basically take any nutrients out of the water. So, with this type of ecosystem that they're taking over, they're basically taking the bottoms of the food chain, and they're taking basically all the greenery and everything out of the waters. And this is having an effect on basically a domino effect from the bottom going back up. It's taking out the bottom end and leaving not a lot of food for the bigger sports fish, the more valued sizes. This is leading to a decline in number of fish and size of the fish that the fishermen are after. So far, over 20 states have been affected by these zebra mussels taking over the waters, and right now their main river they're taking over is the Mississippi River and the Ohio River, which are leading to further down south and further out west where they're taking over. Another problem is that these mussels attach to hard places. If you know anything about the nuclear power plants, they have a lot of big steel pipes that run out into the waters. And in these areas, especially up in Michigan and whatnot, they have these mollusks are attaching to all these pipes and leading into a lot of corrosion and a lot of backups in these pipes, and leading into a lot of drainage issues also. Another final problem that I'll discuss with you is the showing signs of organic pollutants that these mussels put off. Right now it's not too big of an issue, but eventually these pollutants are going to be spread through our waters. They're going to affect our fish. These fish it'll first affect the smaller fish, which will then later on be food for the bigger fish, for also be food for such things as birds, waterfowl, and in turn, human consumption will obviously take place. We'll go in fishing, we'll catch these fish. We could possibly get contaminated with these pollutants. You have waterfowl hunters who can kill birds that have been affected by these pollutants. So we really need to clean up the waters. What can we do to help? First of all, when you're on any kind of fishing trip, if you know anything about these waters have been affected, make sure you clean off any visible vegetation from your boat, your trailer, any equipment. You flush all your engine cooling systems, the wells, the bilge pumps. Get all the water out of there. These free swimming larvae form have been known to stay in there, and if you don't flush the water out, you can eventually pump out that water into other waters and affect other waters. Make sure all your equipment is dried after the fishing trip. Try not to use any equipment that could have been affected for a good 48 hours after. If you have any hard mussels on the side that you've noticed, you can always remove those. That will always help in the effect and the decline. And guides of fishing trips really have a big mouth in this leading movement to stop this. if they can get the word out, spread it through their clients, and any other fishermen that may not have heard anything about it, they will really help the effect and really help take back our waters from these dangerous and invasive species. Thank you.